Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Fuerst. So I'm so excited about our new unit of study this week. It's going to be all about plants, and Mrs. First class, so room 6, room 10, and room 9 are all going to be working together this week on this special unit of study. So just to get started, how many of you have ever wondered, what is a plant? Well, I have. Okay. Plants are living things just like you and me. They need air, water, and sunlight to grow. There are many different kinds of plants, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. So if you look outside, you can see plants are all around us. Okay? Some plants are small. Some plants are big, like trees. Some plants grow very low to the ground, while other plants grow so tall they can reach the sky. Has anybody ever wondered how a plant begins? Sure. Well, let's take a second. First thing we need some kind of seed, right? I have sunflower seeds here. Okay, so here we go. So a seed is planted into the earth, right? Plant the seed right in the earth. Okay, then the second thing that happens is the seed germinates. The seed actually opens up. The seedling or young plant begins to grow. We start to see a little stem start to come up, right? And then roots push downward. The stem grows toward the sunlight. Why do you think the stem starts to grow towards the sunlight? Think about what plants need, right? Okay, so I thought I would read you a story today, and it's actually going to be a different kind of story. The story that I'm going to read to you today, or share with you today, is actually a nonfiction story. Some of you might be saying, oh, I know what a nonfiction story is, or, I wonder what a nonfiction story is. So let me just show you the difference. This is a nonfiction story. This story has real life photos in it. This is a fiction story. It's a fake story or a made-up story. Okay, oftentimes we see characters like animals, all right, and things happening that we kind of say, could that really happen in real life? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay, so fiction, fake or made up. Nonfiction, real. Okay, so this book is titled Plants in Spring by Martha E.H. Rustad. All right, so let's get started. And it is spring now. We said goodbye to winter and hello to spring. So I can see some beautiful colored flowers, right? Flowers are plants. And I see some sunlight shining down. All about spring, plants in spring. This is our table of contents. These are all the things we're going to learn about in this book today. Oftentimes you will see a table of content in books that are nonfiction. New season, yes it is. It's spring. We plant seeds and wait for sunlight and rain. Okay, sunlight and rain are very important to plants, right? Spring rain makes the ground wet. Plant roots suck up water from the soil, right? So here are the roots that have started to grow down into the dirt, right? Into the soil, and those roots suck up the water. See? It says roots. Soon, shoots and stems poke through the soil. Just like that. From sunlight to food. Daylight lasts longer in spring. Leaves take in the sunlight. Think about that. Our days are getting longer, right? The sun is staying up longer, which helps the plants to grow because they need the sunlight, and now they're getting more hours of sunlight. Plants make their own food with sunlight, water, air, and nutrients. That's why it's so important for plants to get water. And yes, sometimes plants get water from the clouds, right? But sometimes if it doesn't rain, we need to help out the plants so we can water our own plants. But we need to be careful not to overwater them, okay? And the nutrients that the plants get also comes from the ground, right? From the soil. That's why when we find worms, we should always leave them back in the dirt because they provide the plants with these rich nutrients so they grow. From flowers to fruit, bees like bright blooming flowers. Bees gather nectar from the flowers. See, that's why the bees are so important. Even though I know we don't always like them, but they're very important to flowers. Pollen from flowers sticks to bees. Bees carry the pollen from flower to flower. So here's a bee right here, and you can see that the pollen has stuck to the bee, and the bee is going from flower to flower, taking this pollen and helping the flowers to grow. Soon, flowers make fruits. New seeds grow inside the fruits. Look at this one fruit that we will be hopefully apple picking in the fall. But these are part of a plant, right? The apples grow on a tree. All right, and inside the apple, we have new seeds. I'll show you this one that I have. It is a little brown, but okay, so we see, right? So these apples have new seeds inside of them. Spring is a season for planting and growing. What plants do you see in the spring? So if you've been out and about and just take a moment to look around, I'm seeing all these trees start to blossom. I'm seeing different kinds of plants popping up from the ground, beautiful flowers, right? I'm sure if you took a nature walk, you would be able to see them as well. But interestingly enough, I wanted to pull two things that I found in my kitchen. One was a carrot, right? And one was a banana. Both of these things come from plants, right? Bananas grow on a tree and carrots grow underground. So above ground, underground, right? Plants can grow above and under the ground too. Okay, I also wanted to show you something that I found in my house, which will help with this as well. All right, so I have this plant that I was actually thinking of replanting because the soil is not so great. So I need better soil. But I wanted to show you, you can actually see, okay, how the roots have started to grow. I mean, it's just beautiful. And these roots live underneath the dirt, and they are responsible for taking all that nice water and food and bringing it up to these flowers so the plant can grow. You see that? Those are the roots. Okay, so listen, I hope you enjoyed the nonfiction true story today, and I hope you have a chance to get out and look around your homes, or whether, if you're going on a walk, and you can just notice all the different plants, especially the ones that are just beginning to pop up because it is becoming nicer out. The temperature is getting a little warmer. Like we said in the story, the sun is staying up, so the plants are getting more sunlight. All right, tomorrow you're going to hear from Mrs. C, who's going to tell you just how these seeds get to where they need to go. All right, have a great day.